Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods, even though today's video is not a mod, it's Creation Club content, which is essentially like mods. It's paid mods. It's what it is. I had a bunch of them on sale recently, and I had some leftover Creation Club points, and it's been a long time since I did one of these Creation Club videos, so I figured I would do one here. I got the solar cannon here, which just sounds kind of sick, so I really wanted to try it out because, you know, I want to shoot things with the sun, because I am the sun. I have a sun tattoo right here. You can't see it right now, but it is there, okay? So we're going to start when you load the game up after you've downloaded the Creation Club content, paid for it, I guess, and then downloaded it. You get this quest here, Burn on the River, which is search the South Boston military checkpoint. So we're going to go there, and I will see you guys when we get there. Okay, we are at the South Boston military checkpoint. For some reason, night vision's kicked in. It's not nighttime. I really got to get rid of that perk. But we're gonna search this. Well, it's not even really the south. That's the main part, right? There should be gunners and stuff in there. But there's this little trailer here to the side, so we're gonna check this out. Sarge's Clue and Gunner Jack's Note. Well, we'll take the bottle caps and all this other stuff here, just making sure I don't want anything else. I think we're good on all that. So Sarge's Clue and Gunner Jack's Note. So we gotta find notes, and I hate doing this. So Gunner Jack's Note. This is the note that's not the main quest part. At first I refused to believe it. Sarge has been acting weird, sure, but everyone has their days when you're living in the shit. The five of us started out in the same squad. Semper Fi, band of brothers, all that shit and more. In a word, we were inseparable. But after I saw what he wrote, there was no defending him. Sarge has been hoarding stuff for himself, and whatever it is, it must be big. So big, he couldn't say what. Of course, now he can't say much of anything, seeing his queen slit his throat. Because of that, all we have to go on are these clues he left for himself. Still, at least we're working together to find it. Greed tends to be contagious, but so far none of us are showing the effects. Ace said he gave Sarge a traitor's burial, someplace where the Ferals are sure to find him. It's fucked up that they just like left him to die. The Sarge guy, but because they think it was hoarding shit, right? Like, okay. So he also said Deuce and Queen want to meet in the abandoned trailer off the road. Good idea. Best to keep this between the four of us. So Sarge is not. This is not Sarge. This is the gunner that's talking. This is the guy who's reading. So the body found here, like. He says he wants us to go meet in a trailer, Queen and Deuce, which is some hella good names. I think I really like those names. But Queen and Deuce, like, led this guy to this trailer and then killed him and took his note, which is the first clue, which is the first part. For months I've been stashing away loot, sneaking off at night, and no one suspects a thing. Not that it was hard to do. They're clear a bunch of jarheads, but they need when they need to be. But give them some R&R, some rest and relaxation, and their minds turn messier than a grenade in a toilet. I like love that metaphor. Could you imagine a grenade blowing up in a toilet? Anyways, since it's easier to get lost in the waste, I wrote a bunch of clues to help me find it. The first clue is I filed away at the Red Rocket to the northwest of this outpost. I've got the cabinet rigged to open with a few dings. The trick is the number of times you have to sound the bell. But like Queen always said, you gotta press your luck. The tattoo on her face is the only key you need. Just count the leaves and play your tune. Okay, so we have to investigate the Red Rocket. But like a tattoo is important and stuff, maybe? There's just Jack. Jack didn't make it, so we gotta go to the Red Rocket. We'll just continue to walk here. I really like when they first came out with the Creation Club content and weapons and stuff, they just like, oh, I put it in your inventory, which is like very mod-like in its terms, but like if you're gonna pay for stuff, I want like full-fledged content, right? Like full story quests like this, and I think this is a good one already. Obviously, we're gonna operate a lot of notes. I don't think they're gonna add a lot of voice stuff. This is the Red Rocket. Which you can see, obviously we have quest markers to go here and stuff, but like this is the Red Rocket that's nearby. There's a big glowing goo pile. There's a sentry bot here. So, you know, let me just quickly exterminate this man. Absolutely blew his fusion core out. Its fusion core out? We get the nice pretty explosion effect. I will stop crouching like a little bitch maybe, just to get rid of that effect. There's gonna be some rads here, but I do want to loot the sentry bot. There you go. Thanks sentry bot for all your loot. Okay, so we got to investigate this. So there's like a puzzle here. You have to ring the bell. I can't jump through that. You got to ring the bell the number of times that the clue says. Okay, so and a circuit box. So we have to acquire a key. We can activate the circuit box. So according to the clue, there's wiring in the walls that control the lock. Using your technical knowledge, intelligence +5, or hacker perk, you can use hotwire the system and disengage the lock. So we can skip the whole puzzle part of this by being smart enough or having a specific perk. This is the kind of shit that needs to exist in Fallout, right? So this is literally wonderful shit, right? I could do either of those things. We're gonna go look at the Queen, I imagine here. Yeah, Gunner Queen's note. She has all the Gunner stuff. Let's look at what her note says. So we gotta go to Gunner Queen's note. We'll read that together here. Jack is such a dumb pogue. A pogue? I don't know what a pogue is. We all know he was helping Sarge hide the stash. He just betrayed him to save his own skin. He can say he was just following orders, but the chain of command doesn't apply to piece of shit liars. It's obvious he's lying too. So they're all turning on each other. They all think, oh, he's holding out on us. No, this guy's doing it too. We fuck him, right? Like, it's good. It's good writing. It's obvious when he's lying too. He has that same nervous twitch when he tries to bluff at poker. I still remember when Sarge taught us the game. Every card's got a number, even the ones that don't. Ace is the same as 1, Jack is 11, and so on. 5 cards make a squad, just like the 5 of us. So they're all named after cards, right? Like Jack, Queen, Deuce, I imagine it'd be 2, right? Like, that's interesting. Jack is 11 and so on. 5 cards make a squad, just like the 5 of us. Especially like the fact that Queen's the number 12. 1 more than Jack, which makes sense. Because again, fuck Jack. The guy's beneath me. that's some hardcore shit to write out. Besides, even if he was telling the truth about Sarge, it doesn't take a genius to see that loot's better split 3 ways than 4. So they're killing each other off just because they want more loot. So we're supposed to also look the number of times on Queen's face, right? I don't really quite. I'm like getting really close to my monitor. It's like that was the clue, right? We have to actually look at her face. I don't know if I don't actually have like a weapon here with the scope, so this is kind of unfortunate because like I could see better if I got in here. I'm gonna hotwire the thing, but it's cool that you can figure it out. You know, obviously the old-fashioned way if necessary, but I'm just gonna hotwire, unlock the safe, and then we get another clue, and that's it. But like, obviously this is gonna be a long-winded, multi-part quest. But I do like that. I do like the fact that you can hotwire. It's very Fallout of it. Have like, you know, you got to be able to sequence break quest with perks and abilities that you have that other characters might not have, and then always have the old, harder way of doing things to do them if you don't have the stuff, the skipping perks, the sequence breaking perks. But let's see what Sarge's clue number 2 says. For the next clue, I hit a safe east of here, inside a house that's painted red. Of course, once I get there, I need to code to open it, something that's easy to remember. And seeing as you're a godly man, Sarge, I think I'll have you look to the south for a sign. When you see it, just count the rockets pinned in the alley. Then the craters holding the moon, and then finally the stars underneath. So that's like a lot of... So the rockets pinned in the alley, the craters holding the moon, and then the stars underneath. So there's like a lot of stuff. But we're going to head to the house painted red. And then we'll see if we can maybe even sequence break that one. My character does have a lot of special stats and perks and stuff. So far, so good. Very good quest. Obviously, we haven't even got to the weapon yet. It's a house painted red. It's this house. This house is definitely not painted red. Right? I just want to point this out. This house is definitely not painted red. This is very much a blue house. Hit it to the south. Here, the house painted red. So the number of rockets. This is a sign, right? Like. In the alley, so there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pins maybe are the rockets, and then something. Oh, we'll see what happens here. So obviously this is Ace because they're still killing each other for this shit. They really want it bad. So let's read his note. Gunner Ace's note. We'll get that here. Gunner Ace, who also probably killed Queen because we saw Queen was dead, right? It's gonna be real funny seeing the look on Queenie's face when we cut her out. She thinks I'm sweet on her. The bitch will never see it coming. Now me and Deuce can split the loot between the 2 of us. Hopefully he can figure out these clues. Ma always said he was a smart one. Okay, so like Deuce and Ace here are brothers, but clearly that doesn't mean shit because Deuce clearly has killed him, right? Because we're at the 2 left and he's still dead. Unless he just, you know, died of ferals. But they're killing each other here. That's the story, right? Ma always said he was a smart one. The best part is he's my goddamn brother. I don't care which loot Sarge has stashed. There's no way he'd betray me. Or how much loot this, you know, okay, he did totally betray you. So, there's supposed to be a red house. Is this not even the red house? I'm supposed to be looking here. I read the clue. What does the quest say to do next? I get lost here. Search the area for a house painted red. So this is not even the red painted house. We're looking for a red painted house in the area here. Okay. I do not see one immediately. I'm also very bad at seeing things, though, so you know, big apologies. So it's probably from this spot, right? Like, because it keeps telling us to go to this spot. It's got to be, like, around here. The red rocket is not the red painted house. So where's the red painted house? That's containers over there. They are red, but, like, you know. I'm going to skip ahead a second. When I find the red painted house, I'll get back to you guys. You guys, I'm a big dumb idiot. Stupid person. It's a safe right here. It's in the doghouse, which is a red house. Because I went all the way over there. I fought so many fucking raiders. I've been gone, like, paused the video for like 20, 30 minutes looking around. Like, this is the safe. So, the safe crack requires a 3-digit code to open. With your knowledge of safes, locksmith of 3 or higher, you can try cracking the safe. I'm just going to unlock the safe. Puzzles are not for me. Sergeant's clue number 3. We got a lot of ammo in here and stuff in here, but nothing too valuable. Now we gotta read the next note because I finally figured it out. It's a doghouse, duh. But not duh. Not very obvious at all. But it's good. He's hiding his stuff well. I put the main stash in another safe to the north of here, and one of the buses tucked below the freeway overpass. It's taken me a long time to get everything on my list, but it's been worth it. As far as I know, Ace, Deuce, Jack, and Queen have no idea what I got hidden away. There's guns, loot, dirty magazines, and one special little blast toy I picked up at Poseidon. It's literally lightning in a gun. And the code for this safe, it's as simple as lining up the cards. So, it's the names of the characters, like, of his troops, right? So we can head over here. Hopefully we have an actual marker to where we're supposed to be, because I couldn't figure out the fucking doghouse thing for shit. This is obviously the overpass, right? So there's a car under the overpass, one of the buses. I don't know if I want to drop down that. We'll probably go around here just to be safe. You never know with fall damage in Fallout 4, right? So we'll come around here. We'll look at one of these buses, probably the one directly over the under the underpass here. It looks like it. We might actually get to the weapon now. Let's do. Like, this is how actively live this shit is happening. Is that Deuce is still alive? He's dead now. I'm surprised the mole rats didn't attack you, Deuce. Like, you just smell real bad. The mole rats don't even know you're there. Mole rats are bigger concern than Deuce was. There's another one? Another one? Another one. Okay. What's it bad for? Apparently not. Just die? Just die. Thanks. Thanks. That's why you spray and pray auto piss. Okay, so Deuce is dead here. Gunner Deuce's note. We'll read his stuff real quick. You know, has some pretty typical Gunner stuff. I should turn my light on, I guess, so you guys can see. So let's see. What did Deuce's note say? So, I found the safe, but I can't figure out this last lock. Sergeant's clue said something about lining up the cards. What fucking cards? On top of that, I keep getting this feeling I'm being followed. Maybe I shouldn't have left the clues in the other safes. Hey, I locked them both, and there's in the Scav and the Commonwealth smart enough to open them. Me, I'm the Scav smart enough to open them and follow them and take the things. So, the code for the safe, if we read Sergeant's clue number 3, we line up the cards. He's going to list the names, right? So, Deuce, Jack, and Queenie. So, it's 2, 11, 12. Is the safe combination. I can obviously just crack it too, which is cool. I really do like the fact that you can sequence pick these things. I'm going to do this though, because it's 2 and then 11, I guess. 12? Yeah, no. So what? So Deuce is 2. Ace, I forgot Ace, stupid shit. I forgot about Ace first, so it's 1, 2, 11, 12. 1, 2, 11, 12. I unlocked the safe. We got a special, unique, legendary effect solar cannon. It's got fucking exterminators on it. What a piece of garbage. Oh my god, the trash. Trash. But it does shoot energy cells. It does look cool. It looks like a big kind of like mixture between like what is it? The big fusion core guns, like I forget the. You know what I'm talking about, though. And this is Sergeant's note. He lost the ammo, money, burnt lifestyle magazine. That must be his dirty mags that he had in there. So let's read Sergeant's final note here about his stash. I think the squad is starting to suspect something. Ace and Deuce have always been on their OFP, and Queenie just does whatever Ace says. Hell, even Jack is starting to look at me like I banged his sister. Man, it's got to be alright when these leathernecks find out I was getting them gifts for their promotion. Truth is, they've been working their asses off this year, and I just want to show them I appreciate it, especially my pal Deuce. I owe him for saving my skin when we got hit by that raider crew. That's why I got a special present for him. I know he hates our six-legged friends with a passion, and this solar cannon is an all-purpose bug zapper with a trigger. So he wasn't even fucking, he was hiding it because he was like, I'm going to keep it safe so that way when it's like time, I can give him all gifts for like Christmas or fucking whatever, right? But nah, they wanted to kill him for it because he's hiding it. No loyalty among thieves, man. Supposedly, Uncle Sam contracted Poseidon Energy to build this bad boy before the war. As part of their research and development, I got my hands on it during a raid on their old lab a while back, but I kept it a secret from the others. It's dangerous, for one, and they don't want any of the new enlistees to barbecue their hands off. Besides, a prize like this needs to go to someone who deserves it, and I can't think of anyone more deserving than my men. They've been with me through good times and bad, and it's time to reward them for their loyalty. They don't actually have loyalty. That's the story, baby. Obviously, we have the solar cannon now, which is very cool. Exterminator solar cannon rifle. We're going to take a look at this in a second. So, obviously, it's like more small and handheld than I imagined, I guess, right? That is shooting big fucking solar balls of energy. And then you obviously reload a fusion cell in there. It is semi-auto, just so you guys know I'm testing these things a little bit. You kind of like twist a fusion cell on there. I would like to just find something to like off-rip combat. That's the Red Rocket gas station we were at earlier. That's like, we didn't actually even travel necessarily that far. And all this stuff kind of happened recently, right? Because obviously, who was last left alive? Deuce? Deuce was last left alive. I think I for sure left some enemies over here, though. So we're going to go test the solar cannon out. We're going to obviously mess with it at the weapon workbench as well. And then fully upgrade it. And then, you know, go into some more combat. But I just want to do some basic stuff. I just want to see what the fuck the solar cannon like, though. So let's see if we can find something to shoot. There's definitely, if I go far enough over here, some super mutants. There's also... That is a dead cow. There's a blood bug. I mean, it is frying those guys. That's pretty cool. It is exterminators, right? Extra damage to bugs. And the guy did hate six-legged shits. I feel you, man. I do hate the six-legged shits, too. But I mean, Mirelix, I guess, it is, you know, handy. We did do the extra damage. I just want to shoot some regular shit, though. I believe there's some super mutants in this, just to give me a good idea of what it's like for a little bit here. That super mutant's kind of invisible. I don't know what's wrong with my super mutants, but they're kind of invisible. Don't blow me up. Or you did that to yourself. I'm fine. You're not fine. Check out. I mean, the VATS accuracy is pretty good. Off rip for not having. I don't know what's wrong with my super mutants, you guys. Okay, my super mutants are broken. I need to fix them. My mod. Can we shoot the gun? I'm just gonna execute a critical. Nice little. Like loads in now. I don't know what's wrong with my super mutants, but the gun is fun to use at least. It is shooting big, you know, balls of sun. Like that is the big sun balls. It's like almost like flares. Okay, I'm gonna cut away though, you guys. I'll see you guys in a second when we get to my weapon workbench, and we're gonna pimp this motherfucker out. I'll see you in a second. Alright everybody, we are here at my Ranger Cabin Settlement. I wanted to show off the gun here for a little bit here real quick. I wanted to get, maybe hopefully get a good angle on this here. It's got cool like gunner like paint job on there too. Like that is very cool. Manufactured in the USA. Poseidon Energy, right? But it does have like the green just very much reminds me of the gunners and stuff. I don't know. I think the gun does look very cool, right? Gatling laser was the gun that I was thinking of earlier. It kind of looks like a Gatling laser, like it's got like that core part of it. But let's take a look at what we can do with it. So we can upgrade the receiver to max charge. It just does more damage, right? We can do long ported barrel, probably would be the best, right? Yeah, it does the most amount of damage. You can do short barrels and stuff too, but I would just go long barrel. This only requires gun nut too. The copper barrel is science. I wonder why. And then we could obviously put a big old stock on here. This is very typical Fallout attachments, right? Like advanced capacitor, so we can improve the damage again. Inferior rate of fire. Let's see. I want to check that out. We do have a gunner. We do have the gunner skull on there now, right? Like, because the green paint. We can also make it black, desert camouflage, or woodland camouflage. It's cool that there's at least some options on here. I'd probably make it black, to be fair. And we can put the we can change the decal. Adam Katz decal, Enclave decal, no decal, Sawtooth decal. That's kind of cool. Like a big old open mouth. We'll put that one on. And we can put some sights on there. Glow sights, short scope, medium scope, long scope. So it's like a sniping weapon or like a reflex sight, I guess. I bet it's going to be like an ugly reflex sight. We did hurt the fire rate of this gun. It's an okay reflex sight. It's kind of weirdly off to the right. It does like... I don't think it actually has gotten any brighter, but it seems extremely bright. And there's like a decent chunk of recoil on it, even though we got that big old marksman stock on there. Let's take a look at different scopes on that, though. I would probably put glow sights, though. I'm not a huge, big, long scope fan. That's kind of clean. Is it, like, hitting where I'm aiming? You can aim in third person here. I gotta fix my camera. Hold on a second. Apply camera animations false. There we go. It definitely got some... Is it, like, charge up? It doesn't charge up. It's kind of like a mixture between a Gatling laser and a Gauss rifle, though, I feel like, right? And it is doing a chunk of damage, right? That's 180 to the body, right? As we see there on my damage measuring target, 185, I guess. If I hit the head, 363, right? Double damage. So, you know, that's a decent amount of damage. I mean, not like a crazy amount, but it is shooting extremely cheap ammo with those fusion cells and stuff, right? That's like an extremely common ammo. You get the combination of energy and damage. Obviously, you get extra damage to bugs and Mirelurks, which is, you know, fine. But 203 range, highly accurate. It's very heavy. What? How much is that? 43 pounds. It's a humongo fucking gun. It's a humongous gun. Obviously, you can put like a scope on here, right? Short, medium, long, and night visions, and the recon scopes even. And you can change the paint jobs, which is pretty cool, but not like a huge amount of customization. Obviously, you do want to put a longer barrel on it just for the range. I guess the copper barrel does do the most amount of damage, huh? So you can put that on. They're like just not in the order I would think. So we want the copper barrel, long ported copper barrel, and we have maximized damage. Now, we have a 24 round capacity with that advanced one, so we get really high. We're gonna go test it out in some like regular combat. We'll fry some ghouls or some shit with it. Obviously, you'd want to fight some bugs, but I don't like fighting bugs. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go my Zombies Arena arcade mode, and I'll see you guys when I get there. Alright, everybody, we are pulling up here on my Zombies Arena arcade mode. Let's hop in here. My nice Sawtooth decals, black custom paint on there. We'll go to Super Duper Mart, because we always go to Super Duper Mart. I mean, not always, but like, enough. And, you know, my mutants are definitely broken, so we're not going to do that. I guess we could spawn in more gunners, maybe some raiders. We'll fry some raiders with it. I just want to see what the weapon is like, you know, in some general combat. You don't even have a gun, sir. That took 3 shots, though, which is like a surprising amount, I feel like. Gotta get this. This is a mod weapon. I'll gotta cover that later. It's like so... like, I was surprised it doesn't blind them. Yeah, get fried, bitch. Get some bat shots on deck. That man, like, literally got knocked over, though. So it must count as a rifle-type weapon, then, right? Because only, like... that solves that problem. Because I was thinking, like, does it count as a heavy weapon, or does it count as, for like, in terms of perks that upgrade it, this counts as a rifle type weapon, because Rifleman does that, right? If I remember correctly, I'm gonna look right now. Rifleman, right? This is the greater chance to stagger opponents. Oh, that's Commando. Commando is stagger. Rifleman is perception, duh. They also have a slightly cheaper limb. Where's the? This isn't knocking over, right? Is it? I don't, maybe not. Maybe that's like a Fallout 76 thing. I get my perks mixed up. It's been a long time. But I do think the weapon is cool. Is it worth paying money for? That's like up to your interpretation. I do think it is a nice, interesting weapon. I mean, obviously, the nice effect of like literally lighting people on fire is always going to be a good time to me. But it is not particularly powerful. It is unique and interesting. I don't think anything else really shoots balls of sunlight at people like this. It'd be cool if it had like a full auto receiver just to fucking see, but it does effective enough to kill things. But obviously it's an extremely heavy weapon, right? Like, it does have a cool unique reload, cool unique sights, and well, not unique sights, I guess, just like a cool variety of sights, but it doesn't have a huge amount of customization, especially compared to some modded weapons and stuff. It's up to your interpretation whether you want this weapon or not. Do I feel like I wasted my money? No, of course not. I got money. I'm not worried about spending money. This is a cool, like, a little laser flare effect. I really do like the effect of the shot there. It looks really cool. I wish it did, you know, at least some more damage. It's doing a decent amount of damage. Like, if you compare it to something like my 44 Magnum, though, it's like doing actually less damage than my fully upgraded 44 Mag. And it's a humongous 43-pound, you know, solar cannon rifle, apparently. It is cool. It does look cool. It functions well. You know, you guys can check this content out in the Creation Club for yourself if you want it. Right, like I said, it's probably on sale still. Depends on when the time this video comes out and if it's still on sale or not. But it was not very expensive, and I think it's still a cool gun. If you guys want to check it out, make sure you do so. If you guys have enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like rating down below. Really appreciate when you do that. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. That way you can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, whatever it may be, and I will see you in the next episode.